To build a piece where the new fender can fit, I'm going to use a piece of sheet metal bent into a 90 degree and use the shrinker stretcher to give the new fender a place to sit. I spent about 10 minutes on the shrinker stretcher, did a little trimming with the grinder, and this is what I have. Fits right where I need it to fit. The shrinker stretcher is one of my favorite tools. It's real inexpensive. It works pretty good. The only downside is the cheaper ones leave these little teeth marks. But that can be polished out or just hit with a little bit of body filler if it's a car part. So, about the shrinker stretcher. After you build a piece like this, the best thing to do is to weld it where you want it to go first and then worry about the edge. So the part that sits against the existing car is nice and straight and exactly how I want it, but this other edge has some ripples in it. So the easiest thing to do after it's welded in place like this is to come back with the hammer and the dolly, and you can work this edge to the angle that you want. So rather than trying to get it perfect on both sides at the same time, I'm going to get the one part attached to the car, or the one edge attached to the car, and then I will work the other edge. And one thing I'm going to do a little bit different than a production car is that I'm going to not have the step right at the very edge of the door. I'm going to make this panel meet the fender exactly without the small step that you normally have. And that's just because it's easier. And it saves me probably hours and hours of fabrication to make that little piece and then try to put it in the shrinker stretcher or stretch it around the corner. It's a radius, an inside quarter on most cars, and it's an extremely difficult piece to make by hand, and it has to be fully welded. It would be really easy if I had a power hammer, which I don't. If you guys want to see me do it with a power hammer, someone send me one and I'll use it. So now I'm going to weld this in and straighten the edge of it, and then I'll work on the other piece that will go from the fender, this little piece of fender down here, and will give me a place that I can build the new skin.